back. I want to take a few moments today to just kind of encourage you to prayerfully consider supporting the Dove during its spring boost. We had made some big decisions around here over the last several months, and one of them was to basically upgrade our building. Now, this is a big deal, and we have budgeted for this. It's a major thing. The long story short is that we have decided to stay here and fix the building. And the building, we've been in this building about 11 years, and we are grateful for it. And we are honored to have this building. As you know, we've been at the airport, and every once in a while, airplane noise interrupts everything that we do. So we've decided to, and we budgeted to go ahead and fix it. And that basically means we're going to insulate the building properly and put heating and air conditioning into the building properly. What we didn't figure out that we needed to do, at least initially, was we probably still need, well, we do. We need about $128,000 in equipment to upgrade to make this move. And this is pretty typical to a certain degree, but you just don't put old equipment in new places. And we're asking you to prayerfully consider in helping us with this matter. What you're looking at now, if you're watching on the Dove TV, is a lot of equipment there, and some of this we have to upgrade and replace. And I think they'll show you the list here in a moment. But is that Dan? Is he out there now? Is that him? Is that him? Okay. What you're seeing right here now, we actually have our engineer out there. He's walking around with his phone. This is live right now. This is inside the building. Look at that. There's a guy up there working already. We have to redo some of the lighting. We're redoing the walls, putting insulation. Those are 21-foot walls that have to be done. See that electrical panel? That electrical panel, it has to be completely rewired. That's where we had a kitchen that's been torn out and will be replaced. But we're putting in a lot of insulation to make the building not only hopefully reduce the noise levels significantly, but to make it more efficient as far as in the environment is concerned. We had some light air conditioning in there, but it just wasn't enough, and we're replacing it with full-blown first-hand air conditioning and heat. So this is the process. Everybody says, when are you going to be done? I don't know when we're going to be done. I have decided not to set myself with deadlines so I get frustrated and disappointed, so we're just taking it as it comes. But we do have a list of equipment that we have to put in there. One of them is we found out now that our firewall, this is kind of like one of the big security devices in our complete IT system has to be replaced. That shows $5,980. Well, it was interesting, from the time I went and got the first bid to where we are today, that went up $1,000. So these it's just what happens. What you just saw there, our live feed, you know, we put a lot of people on there. We just had Nir on from Israel. We're going to go back to Israel in a few moments and have Ruthie back on with us. Well, we've been notified. Google bought out the company that we used to put people on the air. It's through Skype. Well, guess what? That's all going away May 1st. And we have to replace that with a new piece. We're forced to do that. A new piece of equipment. That's what it's called there on the upgrade for live feeds, $49.37, $100 there. This move will also force us to replace our traffic system. I don't want to bore you with statistics, but and a lot of techie stuff. The software system that runs the entire television network, that all has to be upgraded. You go through these things and you go through the upgrades throughout the years, and all of a sudden they throw you a real curve. And we have become quite the center, feeding a lot of stations up and down the Pacific Northwest, and so we have to upgrade that. Let me tell you about the teleprompter. A gentleman saw our show Friday and was watching our show, called us after the show, and he paid for that teleprompter, $28.50. So you know who you are. I want to say thank you very much. The biggest item on there is what they call an LED wall, or an LED production video wall, and we hope to place that into the new studio. That will catapult us into production, which we feel that we need to do in the future. That is, start literally producing more programs ourselves. And then the audio board there for the television control room had to be replaced. That actually went down, and so we've already replaced it. We're asking you to help. In fact, that bill's sitting on my desk. $5,636. So as I always say when you consider supporting the Dove, is to not take from your church or any other ministry that the Lord have you involved in. But if you feel led to help us with this, believe me, we are so grateful and humbled by it. Still, 84% of the Dove's income and revenue comes from viewers and listeners just like you, through the radio and the television. And folks, as you can tell, the world's still very, very upside down, and there's still a lot of tension out there, and there's still a lot of anxiety in spite of political changes and everything, all that. People are really, really hurting. And when you just read the everyday prayer requests that we get, and by the way, if you have one, we do pray for you. We do this. So they come in through the email, or sometimes they come through the actual mail. And you read some of these prayer requests and you go, wow, these are really complicated situations. And that's what we're here for. We're not here to replace the church. We're not here to make it a church. That's not it at all. We're here to strengthen people on a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week basis. We're here to augment what your church is doing and certainly ministering to. But we're in a high-tech world, and this stuff is changing every day, and overnight something becomes obsolete. And so when we get done with this, we're literally flipping the operation of our building. We're going to take the studio away from the noisiest part of the building and put it into the quietest part of the building. When we first moved in here, we didn't know one end from the other. We had to move in quickly. We set up and we got going. But now we're going to try to fix it and do it right. There's times in the summertime where I'll have to let the staff go home early. It gets too hot in here. Hopefully we can fix that now. But we've had temperatures in here well in the high 90s at times. And in the winter times, it gets cold because we just didn't have the insulation. We're not complaining. We love this building, and I'm glad our board decided to stay here and fix it, and that's what we're doing. But this project, when you move an operation like ours, when you have all the tech stuff on one side and you're going to move it to the other side, you just don't do that overnight. And so everything has to be strategically thought out and move a little bit by little bit. The staff gets crunched. In fact, we have more people crammed into one room now, right there in that control room, as we took their cubicles away. We're trying to rewire all that. But pray about it. You can call us anytime at 541-776-5368. You can safely and securely go online at theDove.us, and you can support us there. Perhaps you got the mailer, or you got the e-blast. But seriously, if you could help us with this and push us over the top, we will be positioned. One of our goals is not only to fix the building, to make it more efficient all the way around, operationally, environmentally, and functional. But we really feel like in the future, we need to start producing more programs ourselves. And we have the capability and, quite frankly, the talent throughout our listening and viewing area of people that can come in here and do programming is pretty amazing. But we just didn't have the ability to do that. So hopefully when we're done with this over the next month or so, maybe a little longer, whatever it takes, we will have a setup where we can do this and still have the ability to do some functions here. So thank you. Thank you for trusting us. And when you support us, you know, we send out the devotional, which is literally going around the world right now. But pray about it today. You can call, and that's the number again, 541-776-5368, and then, or safely and securely online at theDove.us. We'll keep you posted from our goal down to where we are now, and we'll keep you posted along the way. But we're asking you to prayerfully consider this over the next 3 to 4 weeks in supporting the Dove with a little, what we're calling a spring boost to get us past this deal. And when we're all done, we'll show it to you. When we're all done with it, we'll show you how we took one side of the operation, we moved it to the other side, and the other side over to this side, which will make the whole thing a whole lot more efficient. But thank you so much for being a part of what we do here. It's just amazing. And I really do wish I could share with you some of the emails that we get. Yes, we still get letters. We get people stopping by, and the impact that the Dove is having. Folks, we couldn't do this without you. It just doesn't happen. And we're humbled by your support. And the opportunities, I will say this, the opportunities to take the Dove programming outside of our immediate area is amazing. The evangelistic part of me would say, yeah, let's go for it. The business part of me says, no, you can't. So we prayerfully consider those opportunities and only want to go where the Lord wants us to go. We're not big. We're not the big ones out there. We're just doing what God called us to do. So if you can pray about it and the Lord's leading, and only do what the Lord's leading you to do, again, call, and that number is easy. It's 541-776-5368. Or, again, if it's easy for you, by the way, and we do mean we protect this. It is safe and secure through our website to support the Dove at theDove.us. We don't share that with anybody. That's highly secured, and that is at theDove.us. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for being a part of what we do. All right, we'll take a quick break, and we're going to go all the way over to Jerusalem here in just a moment.